Hello, welcome back to my channel, Lemon's Paper Treasure. If you're not already subscribed, please consider doing so that you get updates of any future videos that I post. Today I'm going to do a nice, easy no-sew journal. I know a lot of people don't like sewing in signatures, and also if you're new to junk journaling and you don't know how to do that, this is a really nice, easy one to do. So this is the Pink Roses no-sew junk journal kit out of my shop. I have a few other kits in there and they will all be done the same as this. The no-sew journals will all be exactly the same. So we're starting off, this is your pages. I've already cut them all out, ready to go. And there's loads of, I think there's 15 patterned pages, double pages like these. Okay, and then also there are other pages which just have a pattern on one side, blank on one side for journaling, sticking in pockets, etc. And then there's also a page of double blank journal space page. Sorry, getting tongue-tied. So obviously you can print as many of these as you want, depending on how thick you want your journal, how many blank pages you want to put in it. I've got one here and another couple to go in. So I'm just going to show you the first couple how to do. It's very straightforward. Okay, you're just going to fold your pages in half with the white side showing on the outside and the pattern inside. Just move those. So fold in half. I'm just going to do a few, and then I've already done the rest of them to save time, so I'm just going to show you how to do a couple. Make sure they're nice and straight. Okay, so I'm going to do that one last. Make sure they're all up the right way, obviously. Okay, and then all we're going to do, this is going to be the inside page of the journal. All you're going to do is stick onto the back of this one. Okay, so you're going to stick this one onto this one, like so. Right, just need to go around the outside. Try not to soak it with too much glue. Use as little as possible. I like this one because you only have to do the edges with this, unlike with a, a Pritt stick, glue stick, where you have to go over the whole page. This one you can get away with just doing the edges. Okay, and then just literally just line up your pages. Like so. Down there. Right, so there's this is going to be your spine, and the pages are just literally going to be like that. Okay, so again, glue on the back page. Make sure it's up the right way, and just align it all, align your edges as straight as you can get them. Most importantly at the spine, because you can always obviously trim off at the edges here, but the spine is the most important to make sure that that's lined up correctly, like so. And then one more. Okay, there we go. Now I've already done the rest of my pages. I've already glued them all ready to save time. So I'm just going to stick that last one on. as I say, there are 15 double pages and then the one double page of blank space, but obviously you can use as many or as little as you like. I'm just doing one signature just to keep things simple to show you today. I'm just making sure that's all up the correct way. Okay, now it should look like this. Nice and straight all along the spine. There we go. That's all your pages in. Okay, and now I've included in the kit, I've included 2 spines so you can choose. Okay, this is what they look like. All you're going to do is fold along the lines, the guidelines there, which I've put on. Right, so you're just going to fold it inwards, very straightforward. Make sure that's nice and straight. Okay, I'm going with this one, but this one is also included in the pink kit. And then you have to go with them front and back cover. You don't have to use these. I've done, again, two spines, 2 sets of front and back cover, which you can choose from. So there's that set, which I'm going to put aside, and this is the set that I'm going to be using today. Front cover, back cover, spine. Obviously, you're going to need the spine, but you could just decorate it with your own paper if you like, or, you know, plain paper. Use some of the ephemera out of the kit to decorate it. So here is our spine. Just make sure we've got that up the correct way. And then all you're going to do is, this is obviously going to go across there like so. And these flaps are going to be glued to the outsides. Okay, don't glue this strip because it will stick all your pages together there. You just want to glue here and here and then stick that in. Might need to be a little bit smaller, but that's fine. We're going to be covering this anyway with the front and back cover. I should mention I did my spine and the front and back covers. I have done those on cardstock. I mean, obviously with your pages, you can do those on paper if you like. I use double-sided matte photo paper, but you can obviously just do those on printer paper, but it is better to do the spine and the front and back cover a bit sturdier on cardstock. Or as I say, what the paper that I use is nice and thick. There we go, so just want to stick down the flaps on the outside. Okay, so there we have the spine. That's all stuck down. Upside down. Your pages. Now take your front and back cover and you're just going to obviously just stick them on. Make sure that's up the right way as well. It is. There we go, nice and quick and simple. Now at this point, if you want, obviously you could ink your pages. Now once it's all dried, for time's sake, I'm not actually going to do that today. Now I have included in the kit some journal toppers. There are 4 to choose from. You don't have to use them. Obviously, you might want to decorate the front to your own tastes, but there are these 4. I'm going to choose this one. You might also want to put pockets or something on the front, or you might want to put lace on it, but I'm going to choose this one. I've already inked around it. That's the front. Yep. These ones that you're not using, you could just use those as journal cards for inside, or even just to decorate one of the blank pages. What you could do, actually, which might be nice, is to use one as a large pocket. I'm just going to stick this one. Just glue around those 3 edges and leave this one open. Okay, now you've got a nice big pocket there. And the others I'll keep and just use those as the blank journaling cards. Now there are lots of pockets and tuck spots included in the kit. Floral ones and ones with just old vintage images on those. Little tiny little pockets there, some big corner ones. There are a lot to choose from. And those are all the pockets. I've already obviously cut them, folded all the flaps down, and I've inked around those as well with the Vintage Photo Distress ink. And then also included lots of ephemera, fussy cuts, photos in there. Some beautiful little images. And lots of large tags as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go through, I'm going to put all my pockets in and all my ephemera, and I'll ink around it as well, and then I will come back and show you the finished result. Oh, I should also mention that there is included in the kit just 2 backing papers in case you want to reverse print on the back of things, or use them as additional pages if you wanted to, but there are those 2 included in there as well. So I think that's everything. So I will pause the video, I will decorate it all, and then I will come back and show you the finished result. And here is my finished journal. I've just added some lace. I've printed the butterfly off twice just so I could do a little layered butterfly on the front cover there. I've added all the pockets and all the ephemera. Decorated one of those journal toppers just as a journaling card. I've put some vintage book pages in there, a few bits of lace, and some of these shabby chic photographs that are in a kit available in my shop just because I thought they would go really well. So I'm going to do a little flip through to some music just to show you how I did mine, and hope you like it. Thanks so much for watching.